For most of human history, money did not exist. Early societies relied on barter systems. Goods were exchanged directly, food for tools, animals for labour. As trade expanded, barter became inefficient. Civilizations needed a standardized medium of exchange. Around 3000 BCE, metal money appeared. Gold, silver, and copper were used because they were durable, divisible, and scarce. For centuries, money was limited by nature. It could only grow as fast as metal could be mined. This changed in China. During the Tang dynasty, around the 7th century CE, Chinese merchants began using paper certificates to replace heavy coins. By the Song dynasty, in the 11th century, the Chinese government officially issued the world's first paper money known as jiaozi. These notes were initially backed by metal reserves and could be exchanged for coins. Paper money solved major problems. It was lighter, safer to transport, and allowed trade to expand rapidly across large distances. However, printing money also introduced a new risk. During later periods of the Song and Yuan dynasties, governments printed more notes than their reserves could support. As the supply increased, the value of money declined. This was one of the earliest recorded cases of inflation caused by overprinting. The concept of paper money reached Europe much later. In the 13th century, Marco Polo described Chinese paper currency to Europeans. But Europe remained skeptical for centuries. European economies relied heavily on gold and silver coins. The shift began in the 17th century. In 1660, Sweden issued Europe's first paper banknotes. Shortly after, the Bank of England began issuing notes backed by gold reserves. These notes were promises. They represented gold stored in vaults. Most people never saw the gold, but they trusted the issuing institutions. This system expanded rapidly. Governments discovered that paper money could finance wars, infrastructure, and state expansion more easily than metal currency. But misuse had consequences. In 18th century France, the government printed excessive paper money known as assignats. The result was rapid inflation and economic instability. A similar event occurred in Germany after World War I. Between 1921 and 1923, the Weimar Republic printed massive amounts of money to pay war reparations and domestic expenses. Prices increased daily, savings were destroyed, confidence in the currency collapsed. This period became one of the most studied examples of hyperinflation in history. After World War II, global monetary systems evolved. In 1971, the United States ended the gold standard. Major currencies were no longer backed by physical commodities. Money became fiat, its value derived from government authority and public trust. Today, money is rarely printed. It is created digitally by central banks through monetary policy and financial systems. Although the form of money has changed, the lesson from history remains the same. Printing money can support economic growth when managed carefully. But when creation exceeds trust, money loses its value. This balance between supply and confidence has shaped economies for over 1,000 years, and it continues to shape our world today.